Is it working? We are working. Thought the audio wasn't working there. Welcome back to another CYT-Crypto. My name is Stephen Aitchison, and today we're going to be going over the markets, looking at a few news stories and just chatting with you in general about whatever you want to chat about. We'll be looking at a few coins as well. We'll be looking at December's premium calls as well. If you're a member of the premium group, you'll know this already, but if you're not, we'll go with December's premium calls as well. So we'll just see if there's anybody in just now. I know I'm a wee bit late and I do apologise for that. And 1 wee second, are we live? Just turn this one off. Oh, we're live. Okay, I'm just going to have to put my glasses on just now. Okay, who do we have in? We have Stephen King in this morning. Hully Gully is in. Welcome to you. IoT Financial. Mervyn Skidmore Kig is in the house. Welcome to you. High Plains Drifter. George Charles is in. High Plains Drifter. Good evening from Sydney. Amazing call on Vibe. Yeah, there's been a few calls that have really shot up in the premium group as well. Thanks very much for that, High Plains Drifter. Christian 80 is in. T-Lock Eyes for you. Good morning from San Francisco. Time is over there, just after midnight. ADA, TRX, VChain, BABB, XRP will change lives, definitely. Marcus Jafari, Matthew Parks is in. Andreas is in. Loyal Tangi is in, saying hello. So there's a few people in just now. 1 wee second. We're just going to jump over to the main markets just now and have a look at the main markets. I'll just refresh that. So as you know, Bitcoin has gone up over $4,000, and we said last week, or I said last week, that I thought it would go up to over $4,000 within the next week or so. I thought it was going to be a couple of days just after the new year, but a couple of days out. So it's went up to over 4,000. Where can we expect from here? So Bitcoin up to 4,069, up 6.13%. Overall market cap is 137 billion, which is amazing. It's up 37% from December at one point. And Bitcoin dominance is kind of stable at 51.5% as well. Okay, so who's the big winners in the top 100? We have DEX up 90%. I know a couple of people are into DEX on this channel as well. Bug YRA coin, Buggira coin. Never heard of it. Well, I've heard of it, but I don't know what it's about. So Buggira coin. Holochain is up 19% as well. Now, I kind of mentioned Holochain as well, and I don't think we're going to see 1213 Satoshi again, ever again. I think Holochain are going to do big things this year, and with the internet, what they're doing with the internet, what they're looking to do with the internet, and it's kind of going beyond kind of the blockchain. So I think they're going to do big things this year, and I don't think we're going to see, well, between 8 and 12 Satoshi, I don't think we're going to see those prices again. BitShares is up 16%. Walton Chain doing well. Neo is up to $8.73. I still think that's a way to go, and I think we're going to see $12 very soon for Neo, and way beyond that as well. Litecoin up to $39 as well, which is doing really good. PundiX up 9%, which is only a 1 Satoshi move. I don't know what's happening with PundiX just now. I've kind of fallen out of love with it since their announcement kind of last week or the week before. But we're keeping hold of it for the community coin. Zilliqa is up 9% as well. Who's the kind of top losers? Mobile Go, Cash, Factum, Wax, Odom, Bitcoin Diamond are all down. Polymath, Maxim Mine coin as well is down. So there's about 8 or 9% in the red, and the rest are 91% are in the green. We'll go to all of the market and see the ones that are trading over. We'll go over $10,000 today. So Brother is up 700%, 700% on $50,000 volume, not that much. DEX is up, as we've seen, 91% on $3 million volume, big difference. Narrative is up 43% over the last 24 hours on 189,000 volume. Who else is kind of winners on kind of bigger volume? Eternal Token, that's done really well over the last month or so. And Super Bitcoin. Oh, is that another one? I won't be getting into that, I don't think. And that's it for just now. That's the kind of notable ones there just now. Okay, we'll just see who else has joined us, if anybody. Mac Pawn has joined us on his crypto journey. Is in. Good morning to you. Top of the evening, Stephen. That's from London, Bobby. Good to see you, London, Bobby. Honolulu. Excellent. In Honolulu. Good to see a few people in just now. We've got 34 people in at the moment. I know this is not a brilliant time for people, especially kind of in America. It's just after midnight on the West Coast. And on the East Coast, it's kind of like 3 o'clock in the morning, so we're not going to get a lot of people from there. But we've got from the West onwards, from UK to the East kind of onwards. Patrick Frey is in as well. Good morning to you. Okay, a couple of news stories. We'll look at this. Yeah, we'll look at the smaller ones. We've been looking at BABB. Always interested in BABB. It's still within that channel just now. Nothing much happening. No further news coming out about BABB at the moment that I'm aware of. So that's with BABB. Digitex Futures. Now, I got a lot of slack about Digitex. I didn't get a lot of slack. I just got a few people writing to me personally and saying, why did you say that about Digitex Futures? You shouldn't have said that last week. Now, basically what I said about Digitex Futures is I'm on the sidelines about Digitex Futures. Obviously, I kind of advocated it and I thought it was going to go up, and it did. But a lot of people done well. This was back in October, September, October. So I thought this was going to do really well, and it did. A lot of people made a lot of money from it. But since then, just a few things have kind of come out, and I thought, okay, I'm getting some red flags here with Digitex Futures, but it's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying this is definitely true. It's not about being true. I'm just saying it's my personal opinion. So I got a lot of slack for that, but this, as I said, this is my personal opinion, and you don't need to follow my kind of trades, you don't need to follow my calls, but a lot of people did make a lot of money on Digitex Futures. It has since come back down, but it's not come down that much compared to the rest of the market. It was up at 2,500, it's now about kind of 60% off that, but it's been up and down, so you could have traded it and still been good. So it's just a few red flags for me that I'm sitting on the sidelines with Digitex Futures, if I'm being honest. Usually when I get those gut feelings, I'm out. I'm on the sidelines. I've had it a few times, and I hope I'm wrong with this one, with Adam and kind of Digitex Futures as well. Hope I'm wrong. Sincerely hope I'm wrong. But I'm on the sidelines just now for it. But we'll still look at it and see what happens, because obviously a few people did get in because of what I kind of said as well, or they kind of looked at it because of what I've said. And that's BABB. Metamorph is another one that's down kind of big time just now, and that's one of the other ones I recommended big time. That's down to 82, which is quite shocking actually. 82 Satoshi is nowhere near its all-time low, but it's down kind of big time from its all-time high. It's down about 88%, which is pretty crap to be honest, but still holding Metamorph just now. And we need to wait and see what happens with Metamorph. So I've still got a few of them in the bag at the moment. It's not one of the big ones I'm trading. Howdo as well. So it looks like the smaller ones are doing pretty shit just now, to be honest. 301 Satoshi for Howdo just now. But they've not released yet. They're not fully kind of released yet. They're still in beta with that, so I fully expect them to kind of reach their all-time high and beyond once they get going. But we need to get going with it in 2019, and it's only just the start of 2019 as well. So that's with that. I don't know if you've got any comments on that. Gino Dow, hello to you. 7:44 PM in Melbourne, Australia. Excellent. So you're 12 hours, 11 hours ahead. Kig, 2:45 in Dallas. Wow. Alex Jug, good morning to you. Pundy, I was told there would be Lambos. Yeah. I still think Pundy's going to do well, kind of looking at it and kind of thinking about it. It's just when they kind of brought out and said they were going to do the other ICO they were talking about on the channel, and I thought that's just a money grab. Didn't like it, and I thought, right, that's big red flag for me for that, and I don't like what they did. They pulled, since retracted it, kind of went to the community, really apologised, but for me that's enough. They were kind of doing that money grab, or they're looking to do that money grab, and I thought, nope, that's me out of Pundy. But I'm still staying in it for the community coin, and I'll still trade it as well if the opportunity comes along. to trade it. But I lost confidence in them totally because of that. So you've lost my vote, PundyX, but it could still be tradable. Honest Crypto Journey, with Digitex, what are your concerns about the project? There's a few things came out last week about the project, and I kind of talked about on the other videos as well done last week. And it just raised a couple of things. The very first start of it was kind of with the interviews with Adam and not being confident when he'd done the speeches and stuff like that as well. And I know that's not a big thing, and it could be public speaking kind of confidence. It could be something to do with that, with the swearing, the public speaking, and the speeches he's kind of given as well with regards to that. That was the first red flag for me. First red flag. And from that moment on, I got out of Digitex futures, and I thought, okay, we'll just wait and see. It could be that he's not good at public speaking. He's just not confident at all with that. But I think what it was, when he kind of went up and done the speeches, is he'd done it without preparation. And that to me is a sign of arrogance. If I'm being really honest, I'm going to be really honest here. It was a sign of arrogance, and he'd kind of done it without any preparation, or it looked like he'd done it without any preparation. That was a sign of arrogance for me, and that's a sign of somebody that's not fully. I don't really want. I'm not slating them. It's just my personal opinion, so I don't want to slate them. And anyway, it's just my personal opinion on Digitex futures, and I don't want to put anybody off. I just want you to do your own research. But for me personally, I'm out. I'm on the sidelines with Digitex. I really hope they do well when they bring out the exchange. The other thing is when they're going to raise more money. That came out last week as well. I kind of spoke about that in the video last week. They want to raise more money. I'm not convinced about that either. I'm not really convinced. I think it's going to cause a bit of dilution for the Digitex futures kind of tokens as well. There's a few things. That's kind of all I'm saying on that. But there's a couple of red flags, and I've got that gut feeling, so I'm out just now. Just like hi to you, my pawn NPX and NPXS. PundyX wanted to buy NPX but bought NPXS on Binance. Aha, big difference. Ah, right, okay. Gino Dow, Tron is doing very well. I think it will pass all-time high soon in the next 2 months. Tron is doing brilliant just now. We'll take a look at a couple of them as well. We're looking at BABB just now. That's one of the calls of the day. It's going very slow, but it's kind of acting strangely. This is a kind of weird one. BABB, if we look at the kind of volume, look at this down here. This has been happening for the last couple of weeks. So it's gone up in volume. People are accumulating, or somebody's accumulating it. Then they're just stopping the buying and it's coming back down naturally. Doing the same again, stopping the buying, coming back down naturally. Same again, same again, same again. So somebody's accumulating this big time. So I still expect a big break. It's just taking longer than I expected. It kind of broke out here and did go up to, well, it's here actually. When I was speaking about it, did go up to 676, but I'm looking for a much bigger breakout than that on Vibrate. And somebody's accumulating it big time, so I'm looking for that. Hopefully, it's going to come within the next couple of weeks. But when I make a premium call, it only lasts for 7 days. So hopefully it's going to be in the next 7 days, but I don't think it might actually be within a couple of weeks that we could go up to over 850 and 900 Satoshi for that, which would see a 30-40% increase. TRX we were talking about there. TRX BTC has done brilliant. That was another premium call as well. And we got about 30% on that premium call, called it 533. And just up here, we called it, kind of jumped up to 610. So I still think that's a way to go as well. I think this is just a start for Tron, unless Bitcoin just dumps altogether. And then obviously kind of Tron will come down with it. But I think this is a start for Tron. People are starting to wake up to the potential of Tron. And I think the same with Cardano as well. You can see Cardano's doing really well over the last couple of weeks as well. It's in at 1223. Has been at 1250. I think that's way going to surpass its all-time high as well. I'll just look at the kind of daily on that. Just get the macro view. So you can see it's just starting to come up, literally. So a lot of people might see this as a kind of big rise for Cardano from 890 up to 1250, but this is just a start as well, I think, for Cardano as well. Same with XRP. XRP is just starting to move from, it bounced off on the daily, it bounced off the 50 EMA. Classically, it's kind of been doing that all the way up, and I still think it's going to surpass its all-time high very soon as well. Just look at a couple of the other ones that are moving. BitShares is moving as well. Ren has been up and down. That's been a good one to trade. Salt has started moving back up as well. That was a previous one that was called as well. WTC starting to move up. And just going over the daily, so that might be a good call for later on as well. We'll be looking at those later. Gas obviously going up with NEO. XLM. I think that's going to be a big player for this year as well. Stellar Lumens. So there's a few of them going up just now, which is good to see. Remember, Skip, we'll often find that psychopaths and successful business people share many traits. Mark Paul and Steve, you've done it very well. 10 to 15% profit in a month. Very good. Yeah, I think that's the average profit, and we'll just have a look at that as well. Bulls for ADA. Yeah, ADA's going to do really well. VeChain is an amazing project. Use case, so much happening with the project. I think VeChain is going to do really well as well. Called that was one of the worst kind of performing calls that I kind of made, because it went down straight after I called it. But I still think for the long term it's going to be brilliant. Okay, so we'll just look at December. So this was December, and kind of put them in kind of order of kind of highest to lowest. So in December, the highest one was 80%, and this is a call that's made, and within 7 days the price it gets to as well as the call. So 79%, say 80% for RDN, that was called on the 20th of December, and within 7 days it went up to 9286. So it went up 80%. That was one of the highest ones. Lowest one obviously is POA, 0.96%. I count that as a fail. Anything under 5% is a fail. So for me, there was how many? 13 out of 53 calls. 13 out of 53 calls were under 5% gain. The rest were over 5% gain. So what's that, about 70%? 70% went over 5%. And I think about half of them, so 28 of the 53 was above 10% gain. So that was a good result in December. So the final result for December was 13.81%, as opposed to kind of November 7.14%, 11.09% in October, and September 15.7%. And already January is looking good. I think we're up to about 12.5% average on the calls, and we've not even started yet really. I've only made about 9 calls there. Jump back here before we go into the news. Okay, so the news is Ripple powers new instant cross-border remittance service for one of the largest Islamic banks in the world. So this is for Ripple. So the announcement marks major progress following an extensive trial period in October. This is from Kuwait Finance House has announced the launch of its instant cross-border remittance service using Ripple's blockchain technology. So this is according to a company tweet. The zero-phase instant international transfer service is now available. Customers will be able to make remittance transactions in Saudi Arabia to beneficiaries in Al Rajhi Bank. So this, a couple of tweets in there as well. But what is not sure is what product they're going to use. So far KFH has not revealed whether it's using Xcurrent, which is Ripple's enterprise software solution that allow banks to settle cross-border payments instantly with end-to-end tracking, or XRapid, which is Ripple's on-demand liquidity offering that uses XRP to lower costs while enabling real-time cross-border payments. So there is a difference here. One uses XRP, the other one doesn't use XRP. So we've got to remember that as well, but it's still good news for Ripple, and there's going to be a knock-on benefit for XRP for that as well. And this is kind of big news. We spoke about this kind of last week as well. In real Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin and Cardano coming to crypto and Wall Street game changer DX.exchange. So this is going to be released today. I don't know if it's actually up and running today actually, but it's going to be released today. DX.exchange. And they probably have to sign up and KYC in. Digital stocks and crypto exchange. Invest in cryptocurrencies and real digital stocks for free. So you've got to create an account there, obviously. So this could be good news, but there's one that was not a concern for me. But if you don't know what this is, it's an Estonia-based exchange, and it's making headlines as it gears up for the imminent launch on January 7th, which is today. Also on day one, the platform plans to offer tokenized stocks backed by real shares of the 10 of the biggest companies on NASDAQ, including Apple, Amazon, Beirut, Facebook, Google, etc. So this is for digital stocks as well as cryptocurrencies as well. So the platform will give foreign investors a unique way to enter the US market. That's for the stocks. The thing with that is it's going to be backed by real shares. So if somebody goes in, so basically what they're doing, they're going to tokenize the actual stocks of the likes of Tesla and Amazon and Apple. They're going to tokenize it, and if somebody goes in and kind of buys the token, it's going to be backed by real shares as well. So those shares are going to get taken out of the market, so to speak, as well. So this could be a good thing as well. This could be a really big thing actually. So I'll put these news stories up for you as well. This was about ZK Snark's Plasma ETH scaling solution of 500 transactions per second launched on the testnet. Now ZK Snarks, a lot of people are going to be using ZK Snarks, including Tron. They're going to be using that for the privacy element of it as well. So ZK Snarks has kind of been launched on the testnet. So developers at the Ethereum Foundation and a startup called Matter Inc. have launched on testnet a Plasma scaling solution that uses ZK Snarks to allow for 500 transactions a second or more. So the tech is becoming more and more usable for kind of mainstream adoption. And this is what's going to happen in 2019. I believe there's going to be mainstream adoption kind of happens. And this is just from Crypto Globe. And newsflash, Bitcoin leaps over $200 to surpass 4,100. So we're just going to look at Bitcoin just now. So we've seen this kind of rise up. We spoke last week about this ascending triangle, and it kind of broke below this kind of support line on the ascending triangle, but it's done that a few times and it kind of bounced back up, and here was no different as well. And we spoke about how if this could go over 3,900 and then over 4,000, then that is a really good sign, a really positive sign for Bitcoin as well. And it's doing that and it's staying above the 4,000. Now this is on the 1 hour chart. If we look at it on the 4 hour, so it stayed there. There's 3 or 4 periods where it stayed above $4,000, which is a good sign. It didn't come straight back down. So that was a really good sign for Bitcoin and the price of it. So now what we're looking at is about $4,300 or $4,400, I would say, is the next. We'll go up to 4,400, round about there. That's the next target, and then we're going into the kind of 5,000 kind of territory after that. So we need to wait and see what happens, obviously, but we're looking at the next psychological level. It's not an actual support level, it's a psychological level. So we'd say 4,400, then on our way up to $5,000. It could come back down, obviously, as well. But it's looking good for Bitcoin at the moment. Is this the end of the kind of bear run? No, I don't think so. I wouldn't say that. I think it's too soon to say that. But it's looking much healthier than it has been over the last few months, or the last month or so. And I think that is us. I was running through the news very quickly, so we'll just go back to the chat area just now. Jason Ray is in the house. Hello to you. Good morning to Benjamin K. G-Slick. Hollow was pumping. Is Hollow going up? And we'll just look at, we're going to Binance just now. Yeah, maybe not. Monetha, we called that the other day as a call of the day, and that was on the, I think it was on Friday, and that jumped up 30% as well. I think Monetha was a call of the day. I'll just have to get out of that. And Binance. Let's go to top players. Yeah, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's pumping, but if it moves 1 or 2 Satoshi, you're talking 10-20%. So you can still buy it at 14, or try buy it at 13 if you're trying to get in. So to kind of sell at 14 Satoshi, 1.2 billion, and to buy at 13 Satoshi is 504 million. So you might still be able to get it at 13. But I think for the long term, this is definitely a long-term hold for Holochain, and I think this time next year we're going to be looking back and saying, shit, I should have gone into Holochain, with their kind of technology and what they're hoping to do as well. Monetha, I think Monetha was kind of one of the ones I called. I'm just going to see. Give video manager. What was the call of the day? I'm going to very quickly check that. That was the 3rd of January, that was the 4th of January. So what was the call of the day on the 4th of January? I can't actually remember. I'm just going to check very quickly. That was having a look at VIP. Still not moved. Yeah, it was Monetha. So called out 450, and Monetha did go up to MTH BTC. You can see it jumped up to 581. That's on the daily chart. Just looking at 4 hourly. And it looked like it was a pump and dump, to be honest. That's on the 4 hourly. But it just coincided with my call as well. It has nothing to do with me, obviously. So we called it 450, round about down here. Down here, that's on the hourly. Called it there. And went up and pumped up to 581, so a 30% increase before coming back down again. So that was a good one. Dirty Fergie, I'm missing kind of few kind of comments. They kind of come in later on. Luke is in the house. XRP, great news. That is good news for XRP as well. Dave T94, if you had to choose any coin that you had to hold for at least a year, what coin would you feel safest with? I've said that a few times. There's a few I would kind of hold for the long term. I'd put Holochain in that now. I'd actually put Holochain in there. I'd obviously go Binance, I'd go Cardano, I'd go XRP on this, I'd go Neo. You're talking about the bigger ones in play here as well. The more speculative ones, the ones we've been looking at, the likes of BABB, would have put that in there as well. Well, I've been holding it for I don't know how long now. Must be 7 or 8 months. Been holding and championing BABB as well. So, but that's more speculative. So I'll definitely hold them. What else would I kind of look at? I'm just going to go through, and I'm not going to go through kind of the coins I hold, but I'm not saying I would still hold the speculative ones and I would invest in them, but they're speculative. But the ones to hold for kind of growth in the future, I'd look at VeChain as well. Walton could be a good one as well. Holochain, as we said. Ethereum, obviously, you'd you definitely look at the top ones because they are very low just now. Bitcoin, obviously, that's just an obvious one you would kind of look at. But if there was one, just one coin, it's difficult. It's difficult because there's so many good ones. But I do like the look of Cardano and XRP. I really like the look of. But they're bigger ones. They're already got high market cap, and it's not to say they can't 10x or 20x or 30x, but I think there could be a few that could really kind of 50x, 100x. Holochain, I think, would be a safe one to buy just now, but it could be the one that jumps up kind of big time as well. That could be a 10xer 50x in the future as well. So it's difficult to say. But XRP, Cardano, whole chain, Binance Coin as well, and the other bigger ones, Neo is going to do brilliant as well. I think it's going to come back up. Same with Ethereum and Litecoin as well. And there's a few of them. You could really go. And really, it's the big ones. As the ones that are kind of big. Kind of Tron could be a brilliant one as well. I think Tron's going to do huge things as well. A lot of people don't like them. I would not do any of the forks of Bitcoin. I would not touch any of them with a barge pole. I've told you about my distaste in them as well. And likes of Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Gold, stuff like that. But Binance Coin, certainly, Cardano, Tron, Litecoin, EOS could be another brilliant one as well. So the big ones are going to do really well, I think. Ethereum Classic, I think that's down just now in people's minds. A lot of people are not really talking about it anymore, but I think that could come back up and do really well for Ethereum Classic, and it's kind of cheap just now. Tezos might do well as well, but that's kind of high up already. VeChain kind of spoke about that as well. Ontology could do brilliant as well. Zilliqa. There's so many. Chainlink could be brilliant as well. So there's so many. There's really so many, so it's hard to say. Bull flag on the 4 hour, but what about the Bitfinex maintenance? So Bitfinex is going down from maintenance. Usually there's a kind of spike or a drop. I know there's been a drop in the shorts. So BTC USD, so looking for the shorts. I think that's went down big time. Yeah, it has. It's dropped off big time, and that's just over the last couple of days. Dropped off 22%, and that's because of the Bitfinex maintenance, obviously. BTC USD, and we'll go the longs. Yeah, it's obviously jumped up. It has jumped up kind of big time. That's been jumping up quite a lot. So yeah, we'll need to wait and see what happens. Usually kind of what happens when Bitfinex goes down, and ETHfinex as well, goes down from maintenance, as a kind of spike down or a spike up with the Bitcoin price. So I think possibly with obviously a lot of people on closing down the short positions because of the maintenance. Obviously there's going to be a spike in the kind of Bitcoin price, but I think they only hold about 1% of the overall kind of price for that, or 1% of the overall market. So I don't know if it made that much. Bull flag on the 4 hour, but what about Bitfinex? Yeah, I'll just have a look at that for the bull flag. BTC USD. So this is a bull flag I'm talking about here. So bull flag there. So we need to wait and see what happens with this kind of maintenance kind of going up. That's going to be today. Bernard Ronald is in as well. Good good morning to you. I always have to say that really slow. Imran Chowdhury, any thoughts on BABB? Nah, had a rebrand since, seems to be a pretty good entry. I've not really looked at it at all, to be honest, so I can't really give you much on that. Any thoughts on Utrust, Manitha's rival? Utrust has been out for a while as well. Kind of looked at that back in the day, but it seems like years ago since I looked at it. But it was literally only like 6 or 8 months ago for Utrust. I know who was big on that. I think it was Superman was big on Utrust, but I didn't look into it big myself. Aloysius de Klerk is in. Good new, happy new year to you as well, buddy. Good to see you here. Tron, be the best to hold. I think Tron's going to be a really good one to hold, actually. If you're into Tron just now and you've got it just now, I think it's a good one to hold, and it's way going to surpass its all-time high, I believe. And it's going to surprise a lot of people, I think, Tron. I've been saying that for a while, but the proof is in the pudding. And this year, I think they're going to make that pudding. They're going to own that pudding. Imran Chowdhury, BABB looks like a dark horse to VeChain. Similar supply chain, RFID tech, new website looks like. Excellent. For the price, you can accumulate lots. Yeah, you can. That's for Tron. Crypto Don Wan is in the house. Good morning to you. Good to see you, buddy. Lots of people got wrecked on shorts. Yeah, definitely. Scott Greenplate, hello Stephen, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great start to a great new year. I'm praying that this year will be our year to make it big. Hopefully last year was a learning experience. Hopefully last year was a learning experience. So it was a costly learning experience, but it could be the best education we've ever spent money on in crypto, 2018, and hopefully 2019 is going to be good. I don't see the bear market lasting for another 1 to 2 years. I really don't see that at all. And I really think 2019 onwards is going to be amazing for crypto in more ways than just the price going up. Just the tech, the onboarding, mainstreaming as well. I just think it's going to be good, so good for crypto 2019. Marcus Chifara, my 1 year hodl is REY, Reina Network on Tron Scan, currently 1/10 of a cent. Lots of room to grow. Excellent. I need to check that out. Yeah, Tron will do great off hype alone. Yeah, I think so. Just on the hype alone, but I don't know if a lot of people are looking at the tech kind of behind it as well. Because somebody had came out, who was it that came out and said, I can't remember who was it that said last week the tech was crap, but I can't remember who said that. Anyway, Imran Chowdhury, Dent and ETN fastest users in crypto. Both are really ramping up. Yeah, Dent, I think they've already done well. They've already started kind of going up as well. I'll just look at Dent. Oh, it's come back down a wee bit. Oh, there's just been a big drop in Bitcoin. Just seen that just now. Wow. So again, this live, it's just dropped below $4,000. Again. So put the $4,000, so it's dropped just below that just now. A lot of things going on just now. So it's literally came out this kind of bull flag. And Tron is such a tempting buy just now. BitTorrent was a massive entity before the regulators shut it down. Justin Sam will make it great again, no doubt at all. BitTorrent is still big. BitTorrent is still big at the moment. 100 million users, so it's huge. BTC on the way down. Yep, failed bull flag. Just showing that as well. Here we go again. I think it's going to do what I mentioned in your last stream. Double bottom. Mervyn Skidmore. Dope. Yeah, we'll see it's coming back up. It's over the 4,000. So was that a bit of a trap there? Need to wait and see what happens. Yeah, it's coming back up again. So we want to stay above that 4,000. That's really what we're looking to do. Stay above that 4,000, steady, a kind of steady couple of days above the 4,000, and just onwards and upwards from there as well. Hopefully, but you never know with Bitcoin, you never know with crypto. Well, you can see that it just kind of dropped $60 in the space of a few seconds. But coming back up again, so we need to wait and see what happens there. Someone's eating up those shorts, yep. Mervyn Skidmore, sorry guys. Press sell instead of buy. Right, get buying again, Mervyn. No. BTC has to go back to 11,500. That'd be nice, but it's not going to happen in the next couple of days. I don't think. But we need to stay above that 4,000 just now. Looking at the bigger picture, just look at the weekly. Look at the weekly, unbelievable. But we're going in the right direction on the weekly. This is this bull flag that we've just seen. That's crazy when you think it was up to 6,400 and right down to 3,000. But looking at kind of the macro view, it doesn't look as bad. You just think, okay, that's a normal cycle. It's just that we've been in the game, we've got skin in the game for so long, and it seemed for so long, but it's only been a year if we think about it. And imagine this is going to go kind of parabolic again in 2019, 2020, and we'll be looking back at this and it'll just be a blip. It'll literally just be a blip. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for the moment. Steve, what's been your funniest meme or joke about crypto or BTC? Oh God, I can't remember. Your funniest meme or joke about crypto? I've been looking at a few memes. Crypto Bitcoin Chris, he does looks at the memes as well. I can't remember, to be honest. Mervyn, you whale you. LOL, I wish. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing a call of the day today as well. Just go to look at the Bitcoin price, see what's happening, and kind of with it as we speak. 4,005 just now. But I will make a call of the day. If Bitcoin kind of keeps on going down, I'll kind of need to kind of reevaluate. But I still think there's always opportunities, even when Bitcoin price is going down and markets are going down. So I will make a call of the day later on today and put that in as well. If you want to join us in the premium group, you can do. There's a link down below to join us in the premium where you're going to get a call every day, more than one call, usually most days. We've got a new kind of system for making it more reliable now as well. Hopefully see better results from here on in, but we've had good results so far in the premium group. Plus you get to chat with some amazing people, and we're getting more and more people in every day, which is good to see. And I'm spending more time in crypto just now as well, so I can devote more time to doing the research and in the group as well. I'm spending a wee bit more time in the group and hopefully getting a wee bit more time in the group as well to speak to other people and see what they're doing. So it's a brilliant group you're going to be joining, as well as getting the calls that have been really good over the last 5-6 months as well. Okay, remember, go down to the like button just now if you haven't already. Go down to the like button, hit that like button as well, and hit the notification bell and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And until tomorrow, namaste. Take care. Bye now.